All right, Salakia. This is gonna be part two because the video done cut off on me. That's what happens when you just in the spirit. But this is I'm gonna continue on. I'm gonna start at Exodus 12 and 20. Ye shall not ye shall eat nothing leavened in all your inhabitations. Ye eat unleavened bread. So jumping down. I'm gonna start at verse 23. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your house to smite you. And ye shall observe these things for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. And it shall come to pass when ye be come to the land which the Lord will give you according as he have promised to ye, ye shall keep this service. And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what meaneth ye by this service? That ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, and when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses, and the people bowed their heads and worshipped. And when the children of Israel went away and dideth as the Lord had commanded Moses, so did they. And it came to pass at midnight that the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, and from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, and he and all of his servants and all the Egyptians that were there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And then he cried Moses and Aaron by night and said, rise up and get ye forth from among my people, both ye and the children of Israel, and go serve the Lord as you have said. And also take ye your flocks and your herd, and as ye have said, and be gone, and bless me also. And the Egyptians were urged upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste, for they said, be all dead. And the people took dough before it leavened their the kindred throw, being bounded up in their clothes up their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewelry of silver and jewelry of gold and raiment. And the children of Israel did, and the Lord gave them favor. And the Lord gave them favor in the sight of the Egyptians, um, so they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. Okay, so same thing here, they came in bondage and slavery. They was in slavery and they left out, in style, you know. It's going to be the same thing here in America. We came here on these cargo slave ships, what I'm saying, and these dirt and rotten, filthy cargo slave ships and all of that. But before, we leave out of here, we're going to spoil this place just like we spoiled the Egyptians back in the day, and we're going to leave out of here in style, okay, by the way of the chariots, okay? So the same thing that happened back then is the same thing that's going to happen in these times. We're going to spoil our oppressors, which the modern day oppressors is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, so we're gonna leave out of here in style. All right. So I'm gonna, so reading on, and the children of Israel joined from Rameses unto Sokot, about 600,000 on foot, that were men beside children, and a great mixed multitude also up with them, and their flocks and herds, even very much cattle. And they baked unleavened cakes and dough which they brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of um, Egypt and could not tarry, neither had they prepared themselves any victuals. Now they sojourneyed of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. Okay, so that's how long we was in captivity under the Egyptians, for 430 years. All right, but we're about to come up out of this place, America, you know, because our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming soon. All right, so I'm gonna get another precept real quick. Let's get Acts, the second chapter. Okay, so this is the book of Acts. All right, so this is Acts chapter 2, verse 19. And I will show wonders in heavens above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great notable day of the Lord. You know, so this is what's going to take place later on tonight, where in the sun is going to be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. The lunar eclipse. You know, and that's the sign that our Lord left for us to look forward to. These signs in the heavens. So now we know that our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back. All right. So like, yeah, it's 24.